Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Afternoon English News with me, Suchitra RK. First, the headlines. Kokomi's 48-hour general strike against directive to remove Manipur from MST bus at Gwaltabi brings normal life across state to standstill on second day. Manipuri's rally across state last night against a threat on Manipur's unity asserts to stop center's attempt to split Manipur. And proposed talk between representatives of civil society organizations from Manipur's Valley districts and Ministry of Home Affairs in Delhi has been postponed. Let's look at the news in detail. The 48-hour general strike imposed by Kokomi, which began yesterday, continued to impact the state today as well. The general strike was imposed in protest of the controversial incident of Gwaltabi on May 20, where Mahar Regiment ordered media persons to remove the word Manipur from the Manipur State Transport bus, which was carrying them to cover 5th Siroi Lili Festival. Maira Paibi of Nambol also staged protest by blocking roads at Nambol Bazaar today in support of the general strike. However, ambulance, people going for religious events and other essential duties were allowed passage. General Secretary of United Protection Committee Nambol, Women Wing Laiprakpam Premila asserted that the authorities have never engaged in meaningful discussions to resolve the 2-year-long conflict, accusing Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah of consistently undermining the people of Manipur. She also demanded clarification from both central and state government if the order to obstruct the word Manipur was instructed by Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh or Union Home Minister Amit Shah.
Nagaga, Kukiga, Maitai Pangal, Akoi Punna, Minariba, Akoi Iramda Manipur se, Shiroi Rili, Day 21 Dagi, Haugadaba Shiroi Rili se, Madu, Tauba or Tautaba, Sahigi Lajarabani, Aduga, Sapa or Sataba, Adu Akoi Kande, Taubadabo, Akoi Manipur, State Transport Tabase, Manipur Taba Yaro Habase, Akoi Iramda Manipur Sibo, Kanana Katapangum Gadageba. Masi security advisor na tauribra natragana amisagi ordera kanagi order na masi mayek senghan bapa ameba akhoi iramda Manipur se akhoi ni hingli matamda kanana muthat pinaba kana marin leba kanana thoro sige maheng jida hingba oiba taraga de akhoi Manipur thaba yadaga de Manipur da lebi ade China da layo hairi bro Japan da layo hairi bro akhoi karamba country olo hairi bro heta haibi une open de heta akhoi ongi yanye pre-measure status ta akwai hojik kari pandam thammi madu som akwai khangbi gadamne history yaudaba history khangdaba mayam amana makok oiraga Manipur je akwai chagai re to bigano.
The 48-hour general strike imposed by Kokomi, which began yesterday, has also impacted major markets such as Khairamban Imam Market. Shops, vendors, and other stores remained closed except for pharmacies. Various institutions and establishments such as schools, colleges, and offices also remained closed. Supporters of the general strike continued their protest of sticking signs which reads Manipur Kanglaipak at vehicles belonging to Central Security Forces. It may be mentioned that the general strike was imposed as a protest to the controversial incident of May 20 at Gwaltabi. Residents of Imphal West District also staged protests by blocking roads across the district in support of the 48-hour general strike imposed by Kokomi. The protests were staged at areas such as Uripok Polem Lekai, Uripok Kumantim Lekai, Naurem Thong Laishram Lekai, Naurem Thong Ubak Thong, Samusang Uku Tera Bazar, Sagolban Bijoy Govinda, and Tera Sayang. However, there has been no report of any untoward incident during the general strike till now. Protesters of Uripok Bolem Laikai, Nauremthong, Laisham Laikai, and Samusang Uku made statements strongly condemning the Central Security Forces for ordering to remove the word Manipur.
Hujikse amuk tang phare safare haidana hujikse siroi lili tawre ukhulda mayam gi amna chauba thodang loriba media person singse si singchina satpa matamda makoina tungiba gari si Manipur state transport aina thariba MST gi gari si akoi si Manipur da leiba masani Manipur akoi gi Manipur ha akoi identity neba akoi identity card si tunga ga koina satpa matamda jiki gwaltabi hariba mafam se Manipur gi area ni ko sigi mafam chai chida dugumba army gi kangbu singa duna Gari du Manipur thaba yaroi Manipur muthatlu haidana makhoi bu Manipur thahandaba muthathanba adurgi kumtharaga arba mising duna sauraga koi halakpa adu umba kuki singi mawongla natraga na India government gi mawongla karamba khudno haibadu makti khangdana akoi da yamna nungai taba dugumba tosara ma tawgune laweba koi da
Manipur that leiba Manipur gi gari singda Manipur thaba yaroi Manipur state transport haiba sida Manipur muthatlu haidana haigi ba se sukimatik minamba dukimatik koi thamoida raning da bapokwa adugumba thawongni aduna haiba se kanana order piraga lokhohan hibano lokhopoki maramna karigino haibana singba aduga sohi boerga supung ni phun pan manongda koi sohi bani haiba gi reason na singba piraga makoi explain tawbiu makoi maramda haibi oidana koi talakpati mani
Awang Sekmai Kannanupilup staged protest at Awang Sekmai along Imphal Dimapur National Highway Road today in support of the 48-hour general strike imposed by Kokomi. The protesters also demanded the government to take action against those officials who instructed security forces to obstruct vehicles from having the word Manipur.
Manipur gi mafam amada Manipur tharga chatpa yade haina athing thamlakpa dugi pendaba phongdok boina pung ni phuni pangi general strike akhoi gi Kokomi na saugat pasida Awang Sekmai kanba nupi lumna su full support tawjari akhoi gi Manipur tharga chatpa matamda makhoi na athing ba piriba misak adubo khudakta makhoi bu matik chaba tandi PBU loina na Manipur kanmin nasi haibagi khongjangda akhoi gi Awang Sekmai kanba nupi lumsu tharuk yajari.
Sawombung Apunma Maira Paibi also took out a protest rally with the residents of Sawombung Saidem and Sawombung Kabui Kuno at Sawombung in Imphal East District yesterday. The rally was organized under the guidance of Kokomi in protest against the central government's alleged mistreatment against Manipur. The protesters raised various slogans during the rally.
Asi Manipur Sarkar amadi India Sarkar na zatharak liba thawong ase aseng na harbada akoi su yaningde maramdi akoi gi ima leibak Manipur asida akoi gi gari da Manipur tharaga chatpa yaroi haidana akoi siroi reli chatpagi sida akoi gi press media mayam bu halalakhiba asigi mayokta akoi aseng na yaningda bagi protest thajabani Manipur sikai basu yaroi Manipur muthatpa yaroi gari gumba India gi thawong asina akoi ahong balai katar gadi akoi ari palaitana akha palaitana akoi khungdang ase jangsan jagani haba wapang thanjari.
Imphal East District United Clubs Organization, IEDUCO and Balem jointly took out a torch rally last night in protest against India's alleged policy to dismantle Manipur. The protest was staged under the guidance of Amuko, Poirei Leimarol Maira Paibi Apunma Manipur Amuova, COHR and MSF. The torch rally took out at various places across Manipur such as Sinam, Yaingang Pokpi, Laitan Pokpi, Kaibi, Kamuda, Kewa, Pukhao, Sagolmang, Sawombung, Yumnam Patlo, Nongada, Chingarel Tejpur, Khurai, Purju, Wakhong, Pukhao Terapur, Kongba, Kongpal, Kongkham Lekai, Top Kongnang Kong, Saidem, Pukhao Naharup, Lamboy Khun, Salan Thel, Uyumpok, Pungdongbam, Ishika, Ising Thembi, Yumnam Kuno, Kundrakbam, Napet Pali, Telauchana, Yaripoktom, Yaripok Top Chingtha, Yaripok Laimanai, and Andro. The protesters also raised various slogans such as condemn India's policy to obliterate Manipur, along with similar slogans. They also asserted that the controversial incident of Gwaltabi has proved that India has a secret agenda to dismantle Manipur and accused the central government of intentionally blocking a bus carrying media persons and preventing them from covering Sirui festival as part of the policy. They further urged the indigenous communities residing in the state to unite and tackle any outside interference to safeguard the state. People of Imphal East District also took out torch rally last night as a protest against the controversial incident of Gwaltabi. Imphal East District United Clubs Organization, North Imphal United Clubs, and Maida Paibi's organization, along with Social United Clubs Organization, took out torch rally along with people of Kurai, Thaudam Laikai, Thangjam Laikai, Haikrumakong, Salantong, Ningthaubung, and Moirang Kampu under the guidance of AMCO. The protesters raised slogans against India's alleged policy to dismantle Manipur during the rally.
Paumishing Puduna Siroi Festival ki Pau Lobu Sapamatamda, Kashulitaba Central Force ki Sipoi Machamana Bus Kamaga, Manipur Highway Waisi Mutadlu, Mutatragadino Chatpayar and Lambi Tingapodu, Adugi, Nuaita, Pungo Point of Nasigi, slogan Lava, the human chain, and Sismagi Kungan Sanction, Sigi Kutanga, when the central government, the Haingi Bawaroldi, Manipur, the Maquina Sana Nimong, the Sanava, Aquamasengi market, divided rule policy Saradana, Akoida Muktuamba, Hariba Tukazati, Tungana, Tungtuna Kudonjava, Logi, Wapum de Topiro. Akoi makatana prajasing amuna akoi waba pandre maramaduna Manipur da popular government leiramba taragadi ngarang nan thokiba thodo do thoi aduna yaragadi athu matamda Manipur da popular government ama lingbiyu chief minister oining mamino oijanu leader oining mamino oijanu oining ba party oijanu tawudu praja ki demand di Manipur da popular government ama thambiba aduga Manipur da hoji ojek security advisor oina leirba Kuldip Singh hariba misaka sibu Manipur da ki thangdokhiba karisu khangdaba karisu leitaba medium da ki lakpa mi mana akoi gi law and order situation pairaga Mana Sana Nimung, Sana Bible, Praza, Makatana, Kang Bangamdre, Praza Yam, the Penedra have said, Sigi Wapam the central government, Yohunjaning.
Residents of Yumnam Patlau also took out a torch rally last night. Merapaibis participating in the rally raised slogans such as condemning the alleged mistreatment of Manipur by central government and condemning the incident of security forces ordering to remove the word Manipur within the state.
Siroi Steven Chapa Matamda, Manipur Tabaya in a Harapagi, Yaningapagi Konsani, Karikidamaka, Maitai, Manipur, Oeraga, Gokunjiba Manipur, Nate Hagiabra, Manipur, Oeraga, Manipur, Tabaya, Hariba, Indian Army Singi, Tawong Karino, their government Kari, or Akoizu season Narige, Akoizimogi Mina in Hena Calabra, Akoinasibu, Makaji Puning there, a Sing Harabda. India government is home. India government is home. Manipur is home. Manipur is home. Long live Manipur. Long live.
The proposed talk between Manipur Valley civil society organizations and Ministry of Home Affairs aimed at discussing a resolution to the ongoing conflict has been postponed. According to reports received by Sktv'S from CSO leaders, the talk was scheduled to take place today. However, the leaders informed the authorities that they would boycott the meeting, expressing dissatisfaction with the government's actions. The ministry also informed that the meeting is rescheduled for May 27 and urged the leaders to attend the meeting. The CSO leaders emphasized that they had urged the ministry to involve a third party in its dialogue with Kuki CSOs. They also expressed disappointment over ministry's inaction against Kuki CSO leaders who refused to sign the 6-point resolution agreed upon during the initial talks between the CSOs on April 5. The leaders further expressed that there is no meaning in representing the people of Manipur in a dialogue as the ministry failed to take action. Zomi Chief Association has mocked Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity Kokomi, suggesting that it should instead be renamed as Coordinating Committee on Meitei Integrity. In a press release, the association strongly condemned the 48-hour general strike imposed by Kokomi. They claimed that the general strike has no impact beyond valley areas, which makes up to only about 10% of the state's territory and mainly inhabited by Meitei community. Zomi Chief Association asserted that the general strike is a Meitei-only stunt, not a statewide movement. Progressive Alliance for Leadership and Empowerment of Mothers, PALEM, has called out Mahar Regiment posted at Gualtabi for their controversial actions. In a press release, PALEM accused the Central Forces that the controversial incident has proved that Indian armed forces supported Kuki narco-terrorists. PALEM further condemned the incident and urged womenfolk of the state to face any external challenges to safeguard the integrity of Manipur. The organization also reiterated its support to any initiative taken up by Federation of Civil Society Organizations to safeguard the state. The Ministry of Home Affairs has announced that the District and Sessions Judge Court in Churachandpur District will serve as the new special court for National Investigation Agency (NIA). In an official notification, the ministry informed that the decision was taken under Section 11 of National Investigation Agency Act 2008 after consulting with Chief Justice of Manipur High Court. The entire state of Manipur will fall under the jurisdiction of the special court, and all trials related to cases taken up by NIA concerning the ongoing conflict that began on May 2 of 2023 will be conducted at the court. NIA has also been handling the case of Jiribam, where 6 innocent civilians, including 3 children, were killed. Central security forces have prevented villagers of Tinungay village in Bishnupur district from cultivating crops in the area, citing lack of permission. According to a report, farmers have resumed work on their fields near the village's high canal and low canal, which had remained uncultivated for 2 years due to the ongoing conflict. Farmers were plowing their fields using tractors when central security forces stopped them. The farmers highlighted that they have approached the DC, Superintendent of Police, BSF, and SSB and other relevant officials, and also submitted officials on March 19 to allow them to cultivate their lands. They further added that they had also held various meetings with Central Security Forces regarding the matter. However, they were not given the permission to farm till now. Furthermore, the farmers explained that they resolved to continue cultivating their lands even without the permission of security forces, as the authority failed to solve the problem. The farmers remained at their fields as a protest despite security forces ordering them to leave the area. The 5th day funeral rites of Private Moirang Them Nanao alias Ngamba, member of proscribed KYKL who passed away on 19th May, was held today at Ningthaukong, Bishnupur district. People paid floral tribute to the deceased during the ceremony. It may be mentioned that Moirang Them Nanao originated from Tuibong in Churachandpur district. He, along with his family, took refuge at Mangol Nganbi College at Ningthaukong due to the ongoing conflict. Proscribed Pripak Progressive expressed condolence and paid tribute to Moirang Them Nanao alias Ngamba, age 35, member of proscribed KYKL's armed wing MYL. In a press release, proscribed Pripak Progressive highlighted that Moirang Them Nanao sacrificed his life for the motherland during a gunfight between armed revolutionaries and Indian forces along with its proxy militants on May 19. The outfit expressed that Moirangthem Nanau's sacrifice will be an inspiration to other revolutionaries. Pripak Progressive also extended condolence to the bereaved family. Proscribed Revolutionary People's Front (RPF) and its armed wing PLA have expressed deep condolences over the death of Moirangthem Nanau alias Ngamba, 35 years, a cadre of band KYKL's Miyamgi Yawol Lanmi. The press release issued by Assistant Secretary Publicity of RPF, Bankim, mourned the loss of Nanau, who was killed in an encounter with Indian Army personnel and their proxy force on May 19 around 11 a.m. Nanau, a resident of Tuibong in Churachandpur district, was the son of M. Mani and M. Ongbi Loidang. The release added that RPF expressed solidarity with the bereaved family, stating that the organization shares their grief. Proscribed KPC MFL has expressed deep sorrow over the death of Private Moirangthem Ngamba alias Nanau, a member of the armed wing of band KYKL Miyamgi Yawol Lanmi MYL, who was killed during gun battle along Manipur-Myanmar border. According to a press release issued by Publicity Secretary in charge of KCP, S. Mangal, the incident occurred around 11 a.m. on May 19. Nanau, a resident of Tuibong in Churachandpur district, was among those displaced by the ongoing conflict in Manipur and had reportedly faced considerable hardships. The outfit maintained that his death is an irreparable loss for KYKL MYL and extended heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. Moving on to national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared that India's northeastern region is undergoing historic transformation, evolving from conflict-prone frontier to a hub of economic opportunity and investment. Speaking at the Rising Northeast Investors Summit 2025 in New Delhi, the Prime Minister emphasized inclusive growth and hailed the region's cultural diversity as its greatest strength. Modi introduced a new vision for the region, redefining East as empower, act, strengthen, and transform, symbolizing the government's development goals. Highlighting improved security, Modi noted that more than 10,000 youths in the region have abandoned militancy over the past decade. He reaffirmed the government's zero-tolerance policy towards terrorism and Naxalism. The two-day summit, hosted by the Ministry of Development of the Northeastern region, aims to position the Northeast as a land of opportunity. Major business leaders, including Gautam Adani, Mukesh Ambani, and Anil Agarwal, announced substantial investments during the summit. Vedanta Group announced Rs 80,000 crore for industrial development. Reliance Industries, Rs 75,000 crores to boost digital and physical infrastructure, and Adani Group, Rs 50,000 crores over the next decade, focusing on green energy and transport. The important sectors targeted for investment include tourism, agro-processing, healthcare, education, IT services, logistics, energy, entertainment, and sports. The event also included startup showcases and policy exhibitions to encourage entrepreneurship and investor confidence.
हमारा नॉर्थ ईस्ट इस डाइवर्स नेशन का सबसे डाइवर्स हिस्सा है। ट्रेड से ट्रेडिशन तक, टेक्सटाइल से टूरिज्म तक, नॉर्थ ईस्ट की डाइवर्सिटी ये उसकी बहुत बड़ी स्ट्रेंथ है। नॉर्थ ईस्ट यानी बायो इकोनॉमी और बाम्बू, नॉर्थ ईस्ट यानी टी प्रोडक्शन एंड पेट्रोलियम, नॉर्थ ईस्ट यानी स्पोर्ट्स एंड स्किल, नॉर्थ ईस्ट यानी इको टूरिज्म का इमर्जिंग हब, नॉर्थ ईस्ट यानी ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट की नई दुनिया, नॉर्थ ईस्ट यानी एनर्जी का पावर हाउस। इसलिए नॉर्थ ईस्ट हमारे लिए अष्टलक्ष्मी है। अष्टलक्ष्मी के इस आशीर्वाद से नॉर्थ ईस्ट का हर राज्य कह रहा है हम निवेश के लिए तैयार है, हम नेतृत्व के लिए तैयार है। और नॉर्थ ईस्ट पूर्वी भारत का सबसे अहम अंग है। हमारे लिए इसका मतलब सिर्फ एक दिशा नहीं है। हमारे लिए ईस्ट का मतलब है एम्पावर, एक्ट, स्ट्रेंथन एंड ट्रांसफॉर्म। पूर्वी भारत के लिए यही हमारी सरकार की नीति है। यही पॉलिसी, यही प्रायोरिटी आज पूर्वी भारत को, हमारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट को ग्रोथ के सेंटर स्टेज पर लेकर आई है। हमने नॉर्थ ईस्ट के साथ केवल योजनाओं के माध्यम से रिश्ता नहीं जोड़ा, हमने दिल से रिश्ता बनाया है।
And now we have weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 32 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 21.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 87% in the morning and 53% in the evening. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. COCOMI's 48-hour general strike against the directive to remove Manipur from MST bus at Gwaltabi brings normal life across state to standstill on second day. Maira Paibi's rally across state last night against threat on Manipur's unity asserts to stop center's attempt to split Manipur. And proposed talk between representatives of civil society organizations from Manipur's Valley districts and Ministry of Home Affairs in Delhi has been postponed. That is all the news we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV. Have a great rest of your day.